Hey there guys, EctoMaster, we're back with Lieutenant Zir'ri Blood Tracker. Because, yeah, that's as silly as I'm going to get with this. Alright, we got more stuff to do. We have quests and Imperial presents to do. I can't remember what these things were. Agent Wilkins, can I talk to you? Or you got something that's not going to be like a level, go get 3 other guys and go do this thing for me. Yeah, we're not doing those. Sorry.
Excuse me, Lieutenant. The Republic told me you might be able to help with a difficult situation. They say you are a most reliable operative on Terrace. Have you heard anything about tetroxinate being sold on the black market?
Tetroxinate?
What's tetroxinate?
Tetroxinate was the pre-patent name for the weaponized agent we think was responsible for the Rakghoul plague. The Empire
that's a bad thing,
into a terrible weapon, turning our soldiers into monsters and setting them against us.
So how do I stop that?
Where do I come in?
Trace the original tetroxinate samples to an old chemworks factory. It's overrun with Nexu. We can't get near it. If you can retrieve any canisters that remain, the Republic will see you're well rewarded for your effort.
They will they? Oh, I better get some awesome stuff. Because of reasons. That's right. That's what I said. I get awesome stuff because of reasons. Or maybe I get raisins. Ooh, that would be awesome too. Hey, Conyel.
What do you think, Con?
The foundation of the Terrace Chemworks factory cannot be repaired. I expect total collapse within 2 weeks. Once the building falls, the stored chemicals will flood this area. They are highly toxic to humans. I am sorry.
I'll make sure there are speeders on hand, but we can't just pack up and go. Do what you can.
As always, I will pursue an alternative. Forgive me, officer. I am aware of your presence and duly respectful. However, I advise you not to stay long.
I overheard that call. Can I get a voice box like you?
We're talking about an evacuation. What's going on?
Many of these ruins are unstable. A nearby structure used for chemical storage is on the verge of crumbling. As I was explaining to my colleague, there is only one way to remove the chemicals before they spill. A burn-off. A well-armed demolitions team could reach the structure and incinerate the chemical stockpiles. I can provide the incendiaries. Unfortunately, no team is available.
I'm willing to try.
I'd be happy to volunteer.
Your generosity is considerable. You should know, however, between the structural instability, the toxicity levels, and the incendiary chemicals, the mission does carry substantial risk. It is nonetheless urgent. You are not a demolitions team, I fully recognize this. But if you could arrange the burn-off, I would humbly welcome your aid.
Well, there's one thing I like. It has blown shit up, so, let's go try and blow some shit up. Let's see if this commander guy is a good guy or a guy that wants me to freaking go into things. Where is he? Commander guy! Where are you? Let's find out. Commander guy, are you in here? Commander guy's in here! Hello, Commander guy.
Lieutenant, it's good to see a soldier of your reputation slumming with us out here in the wilds of Terrace.
Your post is important. Oh, that's a 4, not a 1.
There are important objectives here for our war with the Empire.
Well, whatever brings you here, I suggest you don't stay long. We barely got stores enough for our station soldiers, much less visitors.
Well, screw
This
you
rate,
too,
I've been
pal.
scalping ration cubes for a half-week's salary.
Anything
If
I
the
can do?
outpost's in trouble, I'd be happy to help.
I just might take you up on that. Our bases here are far from self-sufficient. We're not farmers, and there's no existing infrastructure here to work with. We're at the mercy of our supply ships. And this one's just went nose down in some of the worst territory on Terrace.
I can go
Where's
get
the
these
ship?
supplies.
I don't care if it's at the bottom of a swamp.
The Republic thanks you for your service. Our men tried to reach the ship once, but they turned back after taking serious casualties. They said it's more than just Rakghouls, but couldn't make an ID. You still want to go, you'll need to talk to our quartermaster at the supply shed across the base. She's got the exact coordinates of the crash.
Alright, well, we'll go talk to your dude, Ed. lady. Because why not? Because of Raisins, that's why.
And you're just going to make this all better, huh?
Yeah, yes. What?
Usually people are happy if I come to make things better.
I'm Karen Wet, Quartermaster. Commander Gardet just called to say you're retrieving our supplies. For which, by the way, I and the rest of the troops here humbly thank you. But I don't want Commander Fat Pants to think it means he gets away with this. Embezzle the Republic's money to bring in dressed blues from Alderaan. But don't worry, one of our top Special Forces guys will bail you out.
The commander's
It's a
embezzling?
serious accusation.
I said over and over that the ship needed repairs. The left stasis generator was loose, and the hyperdrive motivator was seeping fluid. But Gardet had already spent
That
our
sounds bad.
allotted maintenance budget on himself.
He won't get away with it.
This is true. He's a blot on the Republic, and I'll bring him down.
These are good soldiers here. They deserve a better man to lead them. If you can take this holo camera out to the crash site, you could get the evidence I need to get him court-martialed.
Give me the
You've
camera.
won me over.
Thank you. If you take holopics of the engine, I can show that the documented lack of repairs is what caused the crash. The most important thing is the supplies, though. The crash site isn't far. When you get everything, bring it back here so I can distribute it.
Righto.
Looking for needles, are you?
Damn
I'm
straight
afraid
I
he's
am.
long gone, my friend.
No needles, no mercy.
I'm afraid those were your last words, friend.
Wait. I could be a great help to you. I'll tell you everything you need to know about needles. But in exchange, you have to let me go.
Not a chance.
You aren't going anywhere.
You and I are both soldiers, yes? Coincidence makes us enemies, but that's no reason we can't come to an honorable agreement. It's simple. Let me live, and I will tell you everything. Kill me, and you'll learn nothing.
Come in, Lieutenant. This is Sergeant Dawn. Do not trust this man. I served with him in the Empire. His name is Thoros.
What? Who's that? Who are you talking to? Dawn, is that you?
Thoros is a mass murderer, Lieutenant, a war criminal.
Oh, really?
A mass murderer, huh?
During my time in Imperial service, Thoros ordered the executions of hundreds of civilian non-combatants and full-scale bombings of unarmed populations. Furthermore, these actions were committed in circumvention of direct orders from Imperial Command.
I am a soldier. I do what I must to achieve my objectives, just like you, Lieutenant.
We're nothing alike.
I don't kill civilians, you imp scum.
Please, listen. I'll tell you everything. Everything I know. Needles is doing experiments on the rat ghouls. He wants to understand the disease, to turn it into a weapon. He left here a few hours ago. He said he was visiting some friends in the ruptured sewer system to get more samples.
Samples? Friends?
I'm gonna need a lot more detail here.
Rat ghouls! He needs more to continue his research. He won't say who his friends are, but they supplied the rat ghouls. That's everything. That's all I know. I've given you what you wanted. Now what about me?
What about you? Dorn, what do you recommend?
You'd know better than I would, Sergeant. What should I do here?
I respectfully suggest you discharge your weapon into Thoros' skull, Lieutenant.
No! This isn't fair.
Dorn disagrees.
If you're still recording, Sergeant, now would be a good time to stop.
There seems to be some kind of signal interference, Lieutenant. Under code 35B, I'm cutting the connection to prevent signal interception. I'll meet you back in the SAR office, Lieutenant. Dawn out.
Look, I know I'm making her good, but no, that guy had to go. That guy had to be put down. He was one sick puppy.
I can smell chemicals on you, but I also smell fire and smoke. Did you complete the burn-off? All the toxins and pollutants have been incinerated?
Absolutely.
There's no doubt about it.
Nothing could please me more. Thank you. The structure will still collapse, but it shall leave no poison in its wake. Perhaps we can rebuild the area after all.
Yay! We'll take the signet. Because I don't know how many of those now. 30! Yay! It's not signet, but planetary. You know what I mean. Anyways, no, not this guy. These guys. This guy's here.
We don't have antibiotics. They come on the same ship as everything else.
You're supposed to keep better tabs on that sort of thing. These men have the Sicilian flu. They could die if... Lieutenant, do I read from your face that you brought welcome news?
The supplies are here.
Tell your men they're off rationing.
Not a moment too soon, Lieutenant. Let me tell you, you really saved my stripes on this one. The men came close to mutiny when I cut rations again. They knew this wasn't going to be a luxury cruise.
What do you expect? You ask your men to starve while you eat bantha steaks from off-world.
I'll see him court-martialed.
These pictures prove you knew the ship was damaged and you sent it anyway.
They're going to Republic Command, along with my documentation of every personal purchase you've made. These men left their families and risked their lives to come here. If they die, it should be for someone better than you.
Damn straight.
I didn't know the ship was so bad. I thought if it was serious, they'd catch it on Ord Mantell.
You should lose your command.
The men on Terrace deserve a better leader.
This is ridiculous. I did nothing wrong. Republic Command will never listen to you.
I'm Havoc Squad.
I need to call them.
Bitch.
Thank you for all your help. But there may be something else, too. Normally, our 4th outpost comes here to pick up its supplies. But their convoy never arrived this month. I'm afraid something happened. They need to be found.
Then they will be found.
Just tell me where to look.
You've got to be
basically
the
what
best friend these soldiers ever had. The route between the outposts runs along Lake Brel. Not the best planning. There's rat ghouls there, and a Nexus spawning ground in worse. Usually the convoy's managed by only traveling when the sun is highest. Plus lots and lots of firepower. But if they're out there too long, well, you need to find them.
And time is of the essence.
Every moment we delay risks their lives. I'll leave right now.
Whatever happened to the convoy,
Could
we
not
need to
be
make sure
time
Morn
mission.
Outpost gets their supplies. Sonic emitters along the route usually keep off the worst of the critters. But if they're on the fritz, that convoy would have walked into a feeding frenzy. Fix the emitters and see what you can find about the convoy. When you're done, report to Commander Yajek at Morn Outpost. And thank you.
Yeah. That better not be like a get 12 of your feet. Nope, good. Awesome. You, dude.
These are all the canisters I was able to recover.
Thank you. The Republic thanks you. Imagine how horrific it would be if the Ragul nightmare had spread to the rest of the galaxy. Please, take this for your service.
Awesome. Level 21. I'm now old enough to go get myself a drink. So that's what we'll do. No, I'm just kidding. We're not going to... Although I might. Just not in mind. Alright, here. Imperial presence.